Hey, what's up, man? This the goddamn Me Bulletproof Podcast back on your funk ass, you motherfucker, you. We got a lot of things to talk about today, man. It's been a hell of a week, man. There's a lot of things going on in the world. Uh, I usually like to talk about like things that's going on in the news and conspiracies and all that type of shit. But today we gonna have fun. And we're gonna talk about a lot of gossip shit. I hate to say that, but I just want to give my opinion on it and make it and how we can tie it in to how we can be better people. So this ain't really just like where he was wrong, she was wrong. It's gonna be a little bit of that, but we're gonna tie it in on how we can learn from these situations. You know what I'm saying? This is an educational podcast, nigga. Shit, the fuck you talking about? But before we start on that, I did want to say something about this. Dinosaurs. It's going to be a little bit random, but I just was thinking about dinosaurs today. And I know the reason why. I was watching fucking TikTok and something came across about dinosaurs, and I was just thinking to myself, I was like, bro, why we don't talk about dinosaurs no more, my nigga? Like, only time we talk about dinosaurs, bro, is like when a new Jurassic Park, Jurassic World shit come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a kid, I used to love learning about dinosaurs and Jurassic, Triassic, and all the different periods. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, why we don't talk about that no more, man? Shout out to all the dinosaurs that done died. Y'all, hey, look, if y'all didn't die, nigga, probably wouldn't be no human beings. That's what they say. So we neither here nor there on that. But yeah, man. Let's go back to the dinosaur era, man. Let's talk about dinosaurs again. Matter of fact, we need to start bringing some of these dinosaurs back to life. Fuck all the dumb shit. I know they trying to do it with the woolly mammoth and the saber-tooth tiger. Yeah, I've been doing some research on that shit. Y'all know I'm a nerd like a motherfucker. But yeah, we need to bring back that Tyrannosaurus Rex. I want to see that bitch and that big long neck motherfucker. That long neck ass bitch, what's that motherfucker called? Is it the Stegosaurus? I don't know. I used to know all the dinosaurs, but I'm like, why I don't ever think about dinosaurs no more? But that's crazy. But anyways, I wanted to start this off about Stephen A. Smith. If people don't know, Stephen A. Smith has been doing he was on the Joe Budden podcast. And he was basically talking about, he talks about a lot of stuff, but he brought up Max Kellerman. Stephen A. Smith brought up Max Kellerman on Joe Budden's podcast. He kind of went into a little bit more detail on this. Now, the interesting thing is that another black dude that used to work with Stephen A. Smith, Marcellus Wiley, he did a podcast where he would kind of broke down the whole Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman debacle. Yes, debacle is a real word. Nigga, I got a GED. Fuck you. But the way he broke it down, bro, it was very interesting. It was very interesting. Man, it's so many layers to unfold on this. Basically, if y'all haven't seen it, y'all need to go to Marcellus Wiley's page and you need to watch what he said about Stephen A. Smith. It wasn't disrespectful, but it was the truth because Max Kellerman and Marcellus Wiley are real cool. They used to have a morning show. I think it was a morning show in California for like a few years type shit. Basically, Marcellus Wiley was coming out saying that, hey, I was there when Max Kellerman got the call from Stephen A. Smith basically begging this white dude to be on the show. And he said that it was so crazy that he was begging him to be on the show, but then when things went left field, now you coming out saying that I didn't like him. I didn't want to do the show. He didn't say I didn't like him, but he was like, I didn't like doing the show. He even went so far to say I felt like I was doing the show by myself. Stephen A. Smith was on the Joe Budden podcast. And he said, it felt like I was doing the show by myself. And me being a long time watcher of First Take and being a long time fan of Stephen A. Smith, and I'm gonna give Stephen A. Smith his flowers. I fuck with Stephen A. Smith. Is he corny in a motherfucker? That nigga is cringe worthy corny, but his corniness is very entertaining. It is what it is. He one of them Negroes that you watch just to see how corny he is, what corny shit he gonna say, but he's entertaining. I'm not trying to talk down on the dude and nothing like that. But Stephen A. corny than a bitch, bro. He corny. But I be liking some of his takes. I like some of his perspectives on things and all that type of shit. But anyway, so Stephen A. Smith came out and said he felt like he was doing the show by himself on the Joe Budden podcast. That really raised my antennas. I was like, you felt like you was doing the show by yourself. I was like, bitch ass nigga, that white boy was killing you on that show. Now, to be fair, he wasn't killing you on all the sports topics. Max Kellerman said some dumbass shit too. But bro, when it came to social issues, man, bro, Stephen A. Smith made Max Kellerman look like goddamn me, Malcolm X in this bitch. I was like, bruh. And that's why Buddy said what he said. Terrell Owens said what he said about him. So it's a whole bunch of little bullshit. Man, hold on, we gonna keep going. Fuck that. I'm going in today. So I was watching First Take. Let me just say this about Max Kellerman. Max Kellerman is I don't dislike, I don't hate. I don't hate, I don't love Max Kellerman. He okay. Max Kellerman is okay. He was good on the show. Was he great on the show? I mean, that's open for opinions, interpretation, or whatever. I thought he was good. You know what I'm saying? But I will never forget. I stopped kind of watching the show when Max Kellerman said something, and I wanted to try to find what he said, but Max Kellerman said something that really kind of fucked me up one day. Max Kellerman said on First Take, his exact words, and I remember this. He said that I would never trade in my white privilege for another for a black person to have my privilege. I would never give up my white privilege for a black person. He said that on the show. I never forgot that, bro. And it was so fast on how he said it that didn't nobody really stick to it. And I was like, okay, I get it. But I'm like, I'm looking at your history. I'm like, well, sir, you used to be a rapper, nigga. Yeah, Max Kellerman used to rap. He got a whole fucking rap music video. This dude a bald head, and he in the projects with a whole bunch of niggas rapping. Where was your white privilege at then? See, Max Kellerman is one of them type of white people, bro, where they understand the culture, they respect the culture, they love the culture, but they don't want to be a part of the culture. And you can say that he is an ally. All this inviting Max Kellerman to the cookout and shit, I feel like that was some whole shit. Black people need to stop inviting white people to the cookout. But with that one comment that he said really exposed to me how he really feel about black people. Man, I love y'all. I feel for y'all's plight, but guess what? I can't do nothing about it. It is what it is. I ain't finna, you know what I'm saying? We shall overcome. I'll protest with you. But hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go back to my motherfucking mansion and you know, hey, I'm kicking with my white homies. They on that type of time. Now, I'm not saying, I'm not trying to be divisive, but I'm just saying what stuck out to me about that one time. I was like, damn, that was weird for him to say. And I'm like, why Stephen A. Smith ain't say nothing about that? But maybe Stephen A. Smith was like, fuck saying, I'm gonna do something about it. So on the Joe Budden podcast, Stephen A. Smith said he basically went to his bosses and said, hey man, Y'all either choose the white dude or y'all choose me. But I can't be on here with him. Now, let me say this about Stephen A. Smith. Y'all need to watch the Marcellus Wiley podcast he did about Stephen A. Smith. And he brought up a lot of great points about Stephen A. Smith. And I'm not a Stephen A. Smith supporter. But I do love watching sports shows. I love watching sports. Anybody know that about me? I love watching debates and all that type of stuff. Stephen A. Smith was getting Max Kellerman was giving him the business. Let's be real on that. It is what it is. But I respect Stephen A. Smith because he flexed his muscle on corporate America. I'm going to get into corporate America and propping up black people in order to, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get into that too. But let me just give a praise, a shout out to Stephen A. Smith for saying, you know what? I want to put people that look like me and think like me on the show to make it more entertaining. Now that I got more power, I want to put more black people in power so, you know, they can shine for the company, for ESPN. I'm not mad at that. I actually respect and I salute it. Does that mean that I agree with everything that Stephen A. Smith? Fuck no. Do I think that Stephen A. Smith does a lot of bootlicking and cooning and selling out and all that type of shit? Yes, I do. Let me tell you the reason why. I think that Stephen A. Smith, you can consider to be a sellout. Anytime that a black person is employed by a huge corporation, and that corporation that is ran by white people, they look at one black person and they say, you know what, you helping us bring money into this company. We want to take your opinion into account when we making business decisions so we can get more money. I'm pretty sure Stephen A. Smith has brought in billions of dollars to ESPN. Billions, millions, maybe not billions, but at least millions. This is the thing that I have with Stephen A. Smith. And when, not even just Stephen A. Smith, but when a lot of black people get into power, when they're in a corporate structure or when a white person employs them and they like, yeah, you're my guy. They want to remind you, people like Stephen A. Smith, they want to remind you constantly of, yeah, I went up, I talked to the bosses. We're the #1 show. If it wasn't for me, I've been in journalism for 30-something years. ESPN has empowered Stephen A. Smith to be the head Negro on that show. So they can get clout with other black people. And now they done built up Stephen A. head so big to the point where every episode he has to remind the audience of all of his accolades on every fucking show. Am I lying? Am I lying? The Stephen A. Smith, every time you see him on the camera, even on his own motherfucking show, this nigga gotta remind us every day of how great he is. Bro, we already know you great, bro. You ain't gotta constantly remind us, bro, you did journalism for 30 years. First Take is #1 after Skip Bayless. Bro, okay, bro, damn, bro. And now you trying to use that cachet, the favorite word that you like to use, and you want to throw that in other black people's faces that want to see you win. Bro, you already winning. You ain't got to remind us that we winning. This ain't no hatred, but this is some egotistical narcissist type shit. When white people empower certain black people for them to have power, within a structure and that black person is going along with their agenda, oh man, you can't, man, say, I'm not selling out, I'm looking out. Terrell Owens came on the show, bro. This is where everything went all the way right or left. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you want to say it. When Terrell Owens got on the show and said that, man, Max Kellerman seemed more black than you, he was right. Because a lot of things that Stephen A says about black athletes is in a demeaning way. I just watched the Stephen A Smith show literally last night before I went to work. He said some crazy shit about Dwight Howard. He said, man, Dwight Howard doesn't seem like the brightest candle on the birthday cake. Basically calling this dude stupid. Basically calling Dwight Howard stupid, bro. I was like, why are athletes so trying to be buddy with this hoe ass nigga, bro? Now, just because he being a hoe, and let's not even go into the Kyrie Irving shit where he was saying about Kyrie Irving, about him being a flat earther, how he talked about this dude like a dog. And I'm not saying, I'm not trying to say that Kyrie Irving believe in flat earth right now. Maybe that was just a phase he was going through. Do I believe the earth is flat? Fuck no, I don't. But I'm just saying, like, bro, that's what we talking about now. Then the whole Jewish issue when he supported that documentary, and I guess Kyrie watched the documentary and it said a whole bunch of negative stuff about Jewish people. Stephen A went in on him on that. When it came to his contracts, when it came to him being a teammate and him skipping different teams, and Stephen A. Smith is so quick to throw out, oh, I know what's going on, but bro, you don't know what this man got going on. You don't know what his thought process is. You don't know this dude. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of athletes that done called out Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. is talented, bro. Let's stop the cap. The dude talented, but bro, he be on some fuck shit a lot of times, my nigga. He be on some fuck shit a lot of times with black athletes and people who have an opposing view of him. I seen Stephen A. Smith on the Bill Maher show. Nigga, watch Bill Maher interview Stephen A. Smith on the Bill Maher show. Man, look here. His whole demeanor changed. Boy, he get humble real quick. Oh, I didn't know that. What do you think about it? He get to asking him about issues. He's interviewing you, and because you, and then Stephen A. even said it on the show. He said, I was scared to come on your show because you're just so much intellectually better than me. That's why he stopped fucking with Max. And that's what Marcellus Wiley also pointed out, because Max was so much more intellectually cerebral in his thought process than Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith is very insecure. Marcellus Wiley also talked about that. Y'all go into this. Everything that Marcellus Wiley was saying about Stephen A. Smith, bro, it really kind of connected. It didn't connect the dots, but it really was like, damn, now this is kind of like matching up now. You know what I'm saying? It's connecting the dots. I already felt like that, but now he just confirming and putting a stamp on that bitch. Cause I'm like, bro, really think about this, my nigga. How unaware do you have to be of yourself that you have a hairline way back here, bro? Who walks around with a hairline that's back here, bro? I don't get that, bro. I can understand, you know, you missing my edge up ain't all the way there, but shit, nigga, if my shit go back here, nigga, I'm chopping my shit off, my nigga. It's gone. It's nothing to look. We had a good run. Me and my hairline, we had a good run. Bro, this nigga shit back here, and then you have the audacity to sit on camera. Bro, how you sitting on camera every day? Who in your camp it's like when you get a haircut, it's like, nah, that shit fly, fool. Like who is Stephen A's people that's like, nah, bro, your edge up crispy than a bitch, dog. Like, who's saying that to this nigga? And he done said some little jokes about his hairline, but bro, him and that other dude that's on the NFL Network, how you niggas walking around with edge ups like this, bro? Y'all shit is crazy. That shit look crazy, my nigga. That's crazy. How you gonna be on camera like that, my nigga? Let your beard grow out and get the baldy, my nigga. The fuck are you talking about? What, you don't want to seem too black? See, that's how I be thinking about, like, a lot of people that I see on TV, them old black Negroes with them back here hairlines. Y'all not really for us, bro. Cause I notice all you niggas with them far back hairlines on fucking news stations, on ESPN, all sport. Anytime you see a nigga with a, bro, y'all not for us, bro. Bro, that's not black men don't do that. That shit went out with George Jefferson. George Jefferson was the only tough ass nigga that could rock that shit. That's why, and guess what? He rocked it, but he was still a nigga with his shit. Man, fuck you, cracker. Yeah, nigga. Y'all ain't never watched goddamn me, what's the show he had with the, what's the shit? What's the show? The Archie Bunker. Yeah, he went off on Archie Bunker. He was all types of crackers, honkies, and all that type of shit. And he walk out that big nigga with that strut, nigga. Fuck you, cracker. Yeah, Stephen A can't do that. And like I said, I like Stephen A. I fuck with him. I done drank out of 2 damn different cups. Ain't that a bitch? What is this cup even here for? I like Stephen A. Stephen A is very entertaining. He's the most corniest, entertaining dude on this planet. You got to give him that. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. I'm from Dallas, born and raised. You know what I'm saying? Dallas Cowboys fan through and through. Stand on it. And I don't like this about what he say about Dallas Cowboys fan. Well, you know, every time that y'all lose, y'all always say, oh, you know we're going to win it next year. Nigga. Damn near every team, I say probably 75% of teams say that when their team lose. You mad at Dallas Cowboys fan because we love our fucking team? Every team says the same thing about their team, my nigga. It's New York Giants fans out here that's like, nah, you know, we gonna be cold in the bitch next year, nigga. We gonna go to the bowl, nigga. Nigga, you know nigga, it's gonna be Daniel Jones' career. It's time to shine. This gonna be a breakout year, man. He trolls the Dallas Cowboys because he understands that we are the biggest franchise in all sports American history, and the best way to get views and ratings is because he wants to troll the fan base that supports Dallas Cowboys with that money. And he knows he gonna give views and all that type of shit. Now, a lot of stuff that he say about the Dallas Cowboys do be right. I'm just talking about what he say about the fan base. He be saying some right shit about the Dallas Cowboys. I believe, look, even the stuff that he's saying this year about the Dallas Cowboys, I'm right there with him. Dak Prescott got to show up. That's what the Dallas Cowboys, that's what our season is going to boil down to, is Dak Prescott. But that's what I feel about Stephen A. Smith. Now, Shannon Sharpe. I didn't know that Shannon Sharpe got fired from Undisputed. The whole narrative about Shannon Sharpe in the beginning was like, when he got into that argument with Skip, was like, oh, he finna leave FS1. Everybody was like, nah, bro, you need to leave. Everybody was saying that Shannon Sharpe needs to leave Skip Bayless after Skip Bayless disrespected him. So that was what my thinking was this whole motherfucking time. I was like, oh, he left FS1. Now I'm hearing that he didn't want to leave FS1. He wanted to stay. And they fired him. And now there's more information being revealed. Shout out to Marcellus Wiley again. He explained it. He was like, Shannon Sharpe, he did get fired from FS1 and he didn't want to leave. He said some little interesting things about that. But this narrative where Stephen A. Smith was basically the first person to come out and said he was pushed out. I think he said that on the Joe Budden podcast. He said Shannon Sharpe was pushed out of FS1. I was like, I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't even know that was real. And so now you got Jason Whitlock, a former person on ESPN. I think he was on FS1 too. I think he bounced around a couple of places, and now he got, I think he got a YouTube thing now. So Jason Whitlock basically came out and he was trying to expose Shannon Sharpe. Now, Jason Whitlock, sit your little fat friendly ass down somewhere, nigga. You look like the goddamn me, you look like a nigga that eat Pop-Tarts all day. Like you look like black people already don't fuck with you. But if you take your emotions out of it and you listen to what he say, which I don't believe is true, he was basically saying, man, Shannon Sharpe and Stephen A. Smith are trying to create a narrative that he was pushed out unfairly from FS1. Jason Whitlock is coming out and saying that's not the case. Jason Whitlock is basically saying the reason why Shannon Sharpe was kicked out of FS1 and Undisputed is because he was acting crazy with white people. That's what Jason Whitlock say. Y'all think I'm lying? Y'all go and watch this shit. Now, could it be true? Maybe. Do I think it's true? Fuck no. How this nigga gonna be on TV for fucking 7 years and he making white people executives and all this shit feel uncomfortable, making Skip feel uncomfortable, and he's still doing this shit for 7 years? Why we ain't never heard nothing about this? Why we ain't never heard nothing about this? Bro, we seen Shannon Sharpe on goddamn me Hard Knocks. Shannon Sharpe, he seemed like a very nice guy. Now all of a sudden you telling me that this dude is acting out of character and making white people feel scared? Jason Whitlock, who are you being a shield for, my nigga? That don't even sound right, my nigga. Because they would have been done let Shannon Sharpe go. Just like how ESPN, FL, and every place you done been with, they don't let your fat ass go. Not because you was being emotional, it's because black people don't fuck with you. Say that. Stand on that, nigga. That's real shit. Black people don't fuck with Jason Whitlock. And the only reason why black people now are starting to fuck with Stephen A. Smith is because he putting on other black people. I feel like, bro, I really feel like after Terrell Owens said that comment, bro, I think that Stephen A. Smith was like, nah, we got to kick this white dude. I mean, we all feel that way. And now he's going on this, on First Take, hiring a lot of black people, which I do love. But let's be real. He's doing it because he wants black people to accept him. Because he felt like he wasn't getting accepted by black people when he was on the show with Max Kellerman. Let's be real about that. We can even take this shit back to First Take. Bro, you could really honestly say that it was Skip Bayless deferred to Stephen A. Smith on a lot of black issues. Skip Bayless didn't debate Stephen A. Smith on black issues. All he did was ask him, how do you feel as a black man? And as a black man, and that's another thing, he got to remind us every fucking day that he's a black man. Stephen A., we know you black. You ain't gotta remind me every goddamn day you a black man. Anytime he talk about something, he gotta say he a black man. That's how I know he insecure too. Marcellus Wiley say this as well. Man, say Marcellus Wiley, man, say, look, I tried watching Marcellus Wiley's show. I do like his show on YouTube. Y'all check out his shit. Marcellus Wiley, man, he a solid dude, man. At first, when he hooked up with Jason Whitlock, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, man, I thought you was cool, bro. You ain't even cool no more. Bro, I guess that was me being ignorant, and I'm man enough to say that, but Marcellus Wiley, bro, he really saying the real, but I can't be mad at Stephen A. Smith for wanting to put on black people, but why are you doing it, though? Are you doing it because you want to get back into black favor? Because I'm pretty sure that a lot of black people watch First Take. If we had to guess, the ethnicities of who watches First Take, is it more black people that watch First Take, or is it more white people? Is it more, you know what I'm saying? I guess it really don't even matter what color watches the show, but who does he want to get respect from? He wants to get that check, but he also wants to not be considered a coon on camera. So that's why he's been trying to hire a lot of black people too. He hired a couple of white people. JJ Redick be on his ass, but that just be with basketball. They done had a couple of social issues too. And I really do like JJ Redick and Stephen A. Smith. I think they make a great TV. It's JJ Redick and Stephen A. Smith. That's just my personal opinion. I like JJ Redick. But you know, that's my whole thought on Stephen A. Smith. The Curious Case of Stephen A. Smith. That's what we're gonna call this first version. I gotta take a piss. I'll be right back. Y'all know I'll be pissing.